Got OG versus T1, which I think is a pretty hype matchup.
I think you're gonna be pretty happy with this. Like, Doom just kind of farms against Tiny, right? Like, I don't see him dying to LC Tiny Lane.
No, I think he's gonna be fine in the lane. I think.
Oh, he's got him! That's first blood. Saksa commits for it. Oh no. 23 Savage thought the Fairy Fire was gonna be good enough.
You know, T1 not out of this, but OG are certainly in control. Nice tree toss there.
No tail. Is he going to be burnt out? He will, and Zephyr is going to survive. Over the side, Carl having to skewer away. Picked up the Invis rune, so should be okay. Whitemon. Carl, he might go for it. He will. RP underneath the tower. Still has a shockwave ready to go, and that is just enough to get the kill onto Seb. Thompson takes a little bit of damage on his way out as well. Quite a bit of damage, in fact.
The T1 heroes just more and more together, force them further and further into their own side of the map.
Oof! That was just a bit too much damage for Carl. Didn't expect that. They still have the Siege Wagon alive too, so they can do a lot in this mid lane.
Darkness pop top as well. Savage.
Running him down. They're going to try and TP in to bail him out, but it's not going to be good enough. It's a Tidehunter ultimately. He doesn't provide a stun to stop Seb. He just keeps running him down.
I'm curious, so I've not seen Seb do this in a while. He used to do it on...
Savage needs some help. He's dead. He has out of mana. They're going to TP in now. Maybe Carl can actually bail him out. Not in time. He might be able to get the kill onto Seb, pulls him back in with the RP. He's going to get stunned, but the tower might be able to finish off the job. Zephyr, we can maybe get him with a fire. Oh, getting cleansed just at the right time. Dives forward. A couple more fire spirits. The Sunray going out, but it get canceled by the Void. Carl had that haste rune from the bottom, and that is going to be enough to be able to get that kill.
If there's no haste, he just lives there.
That's look at Carl! He knew that Tinker was doing the smoke laser trick on the Ancient stack, and he's going to take the last 4 of the Ancients.
This is huge for them. This is slowing down OG's timing a lot, and it gives them the gold they need. But the hero that we have not talked about at all is Tiny, and he's just farming out of his mind.
True.
Sneaky ward from Zephyr there, scouts out everything.
No tail's coming. He's going to dive away and is very likely going to die anyway. I don't think he wants to pop Supernova, but at the same time, if he doesn't, he's also feeding away. Dual damage to No Tail. Mid lane, looks like they managed to catch Saksa. It is going to be another one of those big cooldowns that you were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, T1's just banking on, like, we're going to outfarm you over time. You guys might win some fights in the early game, but we're just going to try to get as much gold as possible.
They're going to get the Brambles, immediately try and get the silence on a 23 Savage before the Stone Gaze, and they did get it. The Supernova is not going to be enough clearance. They throw out the Ravage as well, clipping some heroes. Sure, they're going to be able to bring back No Tail to his death, but OG, they still have plenty of firepower left. With 2 big cooldowns down, they're just going to keep on going. They get the vision, Whitemon is dead, and they can still scout out some more. Thompson's, he could just keep on chasing like this. Good read by Carl, got hit by a Void, immediately teleported out, knowing that they were out of stuns. Cuckoo, the really big kill. They get Thompson. Thompson is doomed. They're burning him out right now, but they can't actually keep any heroes on top of him. Is anybody going to be able to get there? Saksa, he's going to die. Traded out for Zephyr, and it looks like Thompson will survive through this doom. It is not enough damage.
He's just running in. Like, he doesn't necessarily need to do damage. Just keep vision for his Tinker.
Pops Darkness now, and immediately goes for the silence onto the Tidehunter. Supernova goes down, so Seb immediately knocked back down, slowed down rather, can still fly into the trees, but he's going to be hit by Carl. RP down to low ground. Nice Sphere going out, but the Ravage is going to be able to catch Seb and stall the rest of OG just a little bit. Not enough for Whitemon to survive. No, he actually doesn't get hit by that tree. 23 Savage lost most of his mana, but OG just a little bit too spread apart here, didn't focus down one hero.
Echo Saber for Seb, and look how deep they're playing.
As you said, tempoing up. The Supernova's going to go down. They're actually going to go for the egg here, and it is going to die. But maybe they can catch some of these heroes where they're right next to the tier 3. Oh, the duel before the skewer. He knows he was going to die either way, most likely. So if he goes into the base, so he might as well duel, draw out some time, and will eventually die, but allows the rest of his team to go wherever they want. The darkness damage and the tiny damage, it'll fall pretty quickly here.
So the only thing T1 really has going here is that they're going to have a very long daytime, and I think they're closing in on finishing items on Carl and 23 Savage to be able to at least take a fight.
Yeah.
So this next team fight is going to be really important. I think the coordination between the Ravages and...
Dude, look at him! Tier 3, that doesn't mean much to them, apparently. If they can keep the vision, maybe the Tinker can finish them off with rockets. Not quite good enough. Seb had to back away.
Because darkness is on cooldown, it's daytime. So they know this is a window for them to...
Carl's going to get caught here, and SUMAIL does a lot of damage. They immediately RP him. Cuckoo, nice spear coming out from Saksa. Catches Cuckoo as he TPs in. One core pickoff turns to 2, and add a support into the mix. OG trampling all over T1 now.
He just tranquil soul ring, shard, spamming.
Yeah, NoTail's feeling himself.
SUMAIL running a headlong in and is immediately popping the press the attack shard from the Legion commander, easily dealing with any of those stuns. 23 Savage may actually just be dying here. They know he's in trouble. They're going to pop the Supernova. The Ravage too. They barely catch the Tinker, but it's not enough. They can't actually skewer him, that's for certain. They've been feared away. Zephyr, he's going to be dying.
Still couldn't get the auto attack off. The combo was enough. Seb came in for the finish, and now they solar crest. I'm like, this is just a thing. Tiny has become a lone druid bear, if not better.
Yeah, I feel like the problem here is like even if OG decide to back off, which I don't think they are, there's just no way that T1 are breaking out of base. The map is so small for them. They're not getting more items than they have right now, so this is going to be their best opportunity of finding a good fight.
1 more minute left on the Aegis. SUMAIL is just going to force things here on a second lane of barracks. Missiles forcing T1 back to base, thanks to the advantage of nighttime vision. They're going to have to smoke just to be able to get close to a good initiation on OG here.
Have they, just to confirm, chat wheels, they added those emojis manually, right?
Yeah. You can customize that.
Next level.
Bouncing lasers all around. Cuckoo is losing health fast, trying to get away. The BKB still holding on to that Doom and playing around the Supernova. They're going to have to go for a reset again here. They took away the Aegis at least. Topson, okay, really wanted to be able to get that Cuckoo kill, and he is going to get... not Doom 40, they need it.
They're just getting the Mega Creeps, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to try, but they're immediately going to go back in here. Carl does manage to try and go for the skewer, actually. NoTail defends himself with the press the attack. Seb playing on the highlights here as he's going to go for the kill onto the Tidehunter, trying to prevent the Ravage that is just now coming up. Skewer over onto Saksa here. Saksa, he still has the RP. They have to be careful of this, but they actually do help Saksa get out. So many brambles, now silence. Carl's in trouble. SUMAIL is here to finish him off. The Ravage comes just a bit too late. They might be able to finish off Seb. They will, but it's going to be costing them 2 at least. Now they get the duel off, but SUMAIL, he's just going to keep on swinging on these heroes. They are getting torn apart by 23 Savage and kited around a little bit. SUMAIL has nowhere to go, so he's just going to commit for the kill on a Cuckoo and continue challenging. 23 Savage is up next. Now the Doom is faded away, so he can throw out the Avalanche, and Jesus, ultra kill. Rampage on the way for SUMAIL. The king is big and back in play here at TI. Rampage for SUMAIL, and T1 are not going to call it just quit. They're going to be able to double rampage for him. Give him the triple, perhaps. Saksa helping him out, trying to keep Cuckoo in place here, and T1 are going to call it here. They get the kill on Saksa first. Triple? And that is it. Triple rampage. SUMAIL finally gets it.
I don't know so much about it being countered. Like, Jakiro still is Jakiro, but I think Rubik becomes a better hero when he's playing against Jakiro.
Yeah, let me rephrase it. I think it's the best hero to play against Rubik.
I think it makes sense to pick this Venge. Venge is like a pretty good hero for this type of playstyle, where they have 3 lanes that they can kill. They have initiation on all 3 lanes. You have Troll with the slow, you have Venge with the stun, and you have Storm with the pull. So they have the option of like making moves on all the lanes.
he knows he's gonna go for the slight steal, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's.
And
he's gonna go get the double bounty or the double water rune. That is very smart by Carl. Let's see if he actually wins through this. With the flame guard pulling him back in, he's gonna be able to take out the. If he runs into the second remnant, it'll go away. Oh, we missed out on first blood as a result. But this fight is so fun.
Oh man. That was like a, what's the Eastwood movie? The Standoff?
SUMAIL keeps on going. They actually trade supports, but SUMAIL has racked up some serious stats. He's going to be able to get the double kill in this lane.
We're concerned about T1 finding an answer to.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean...
he's going to jump after him. Topson, he's got that remnant left. The damage through was not enough, and Carl got the last hit there with the DD. Very nice. Still not dealing with SUMAIL, who currently has 4,000 net worth, when the second highest is still Topson at 3. They're going to rotate in the Stormsphere, though. Karl trying to look for a big win here in the top lane, and this pace is going to net them probably 2 kills here, as both the supports on OG will fall.
I don't remember how this started, but it was probably he got ganked mid when there was a ward, and William was watching his parry perspective, thinking SUMAIL's going to back off here, and then SUMAIL didn't, and then William was like, SUMAIL, use your minimap, it's good. And then we all started naming him.
And then it's just set in stone. Karl's out of mana. Well, actually, he does have 6 magic wand charges, so he's kind of baiting him in a little bit for one last jump away, and that jump is far enough. SUMAIL trying to catch him midway through. 23 Savage right in the middle of all of these heroes. SUMAIL not too afraid of him, as after, oh, he's going to be at swap back. 2 seconds, he doesn't actually have his ult. Oh no, SUMAIL. T1 realized they made a grave error. Seb is going to be able to get off a good ultimate though, and in return, 23 Savage has overextended himself and will receive tips from OG.
That is unfortunate. I think 23 said it best. SUMAIL, a bit of a blunder there. I think he was trying to like catch the storm mid-zip almost, but as you said, the mana was enough to get him out. And then Savage just kind of returns the favor.
I think the storm went too far. Like I didn't expect him to be able to jump that far, so he must have had a soul ring that SUMAIL didn't see coming.
Yeah, between Soul Ring and I think it was 6 magic wand charges.
Yeah.
Whitemon almost dying there. Topson still playing the edges, looking for that last light. They are going to be able to get a nice overgrowth, lock him down with the Ice Path followed up. Topson instead. SUMAIL may just fall again if they can somehow get in front of him. They've got to swap. SUMAIL's going to show. There it is. Swap back, stunned while the Dark Pact is down. And T1 holding their ground, holding the line around the Tier 1 tower, winning these fights.
There's no huge, like, strategical advantage or edge OG can lean on. They've just got to ball out. Like, they just got to play Dota and hope the best.
They're going to pop out, but at the same time, T1 did smoke over, so this is going to be a full-out team fight with Karl. He's going to target down the Rubik first. They're going to be able to get on Topson as well. No root just yet. Slide into a chain out. They're going to be able to get away on him. The core survived. The supports will die.
The team kind of needs, plus damage steroid for the troll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, stolen macro pyre. That's actually going to do enough damage to be able to quickly kill Karl. Great play from Saksa and SUMAIL, and a big pickup too, 599 bounty.
I'm just here for the Dota cap. It's nice to watch good players at the best of their abilities.
Long jump over. Seb going to be caught, but immediately there is going to be the purge coming out from No Tail, but they still can keep going. Duel going out, just trying to keep the storm in place, but it's going to be a duel that is actually not won, just ever so barely. Turns around, nice stun, but
the heroes that count. In this case, it'll be the Slark.
I'm interested to see how this Mage Slayer plays out.
Oh,
nice jukes.
Jukes out of the magic missile. Thinking about pursuing here, especially with the Stormsphere being chased away there a bit. He can come back to join the team fight perhaps, and they're going to be able to hit a nice 2-man stun. Cuckoo may be the first to die, but remember he's got that extra life. Throws out a magic missile, keeping SUMAIL back. T1 do a pretty good job. They do have BKB on the troll, so they might be turning this. BKB, there it goes. Who's he going to target? They swap back in No Tail, which is who they want to be able to gun for. They finally get off the ultimate. And SUMAIL, he doesn't have any mana. They lock him down, finish him off. Nicely played by T1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for OG, it's not about the carry killing the other carry. It's more about how can you kill out the supports.
Yeah.
I think both the supports of T1 have been doing a great job of knowing their limits and surviving on this sliver of health.
Oh, they managed to catch him, but there is going to be the defensive swap. 23 Savage is going in. He's going to try and deal with Topson first, but a stolen swap from Sox is going to be able to get him out, but the overgrowth catching SUMAIL again while the Dark Pack was down. Cuckoo dies, but immediately comes back as a spirit, catching Seb, swapping him out of his own ultimate and keeping him in place. 23 Savage is keeping the rest at bay, and his team can deal with leftover behind Seb and go straight for Roach.
Then there's an Ice Path on 3 heroes.
Yeah.
Like, SUMAIL doesn't do damage.
And force like multiple initiations at once. They have the tools to do it. They just got to be able to like get the Ember going on one target, get the Slark in on another. Because if they're all balling down on the same hero, it's just going to be swapped resets.
Yeah, one nice pick off. The BKB from Topson is caught by the overgrowth from Zephyr. Still has decent amount of magic immunity time, but is it going to be enough to be able to get him out of this hell? As T1 surrounding him with so many heroes, and he's out of remnants. He is out of HP too. Double kill for Karl.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've weathered the storm, so to speak. Like, OG needed to take control and take control early. and there's still absolutely hope, so they gotta play these fights more.
23 Savage was very far forward, and OG looked to be able to potentially punish him. Not going to be able to get the immediate duel. The swap from Sox is still stolen and still managed to get out No Tail. Pounds forward, SUMAIL does manage to get on top of the support, so there is going to be Whitemon down. An important member of T1 to be able to stay alive in these team fights. A swap back in, managed to get the duel. 23 Savage gets the duel off. SUMAIL keeping him inside of the Wukong's command, where he will die there. OG finally managed to win a team fight, a big one at that, where they get 3, and Carl thought maybe they could turn around onto Seb, but Seb does have SUMAIL right behind him, so even if they do manage to kill this Monkey King, they may be losing both of them here.
And I think Carl might be in trouble now as well.
Yeah, they're going to be able to catch both of them. They do manage to finish off Seb, which was what the original trap was laid for. SUMAIL, he still's got some stats going, and he's not slowing down whatsoever. These pounces are staying on top of these supports. They cannot seem to get away. Swap back in, No Tail. Now he's in an awkward position. They're going to jump on a 23 Savage, turns around, bops a BKB before the stun can come in for the Monkey King, but again, he's going to retreat with that BKB. No, he's not. He's going to finish off SUMAIL. Turns around real quick, blows him up, does manage to get the swap back in, and 23 Savage heals up just a little bit. Can he finish off Seb before and stay alive? He does. Topson's going to commit, trying to finish off 23 Savage, does get that one. With the BKB, might be able to get 2 here as Zephyr, just one slide away from dying, actually does die to Soxa. Chaining up 2, TPing out, doesn't leave a remnant behind.
Love, does we both play? Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Thompson.
hold up.
Not going to be able to get away. Maybe his Spirit can get out, as they do have the Train Protector on the way. Yeah, they're kind of realizing they're not going to go for the Spirit at all. In fact, if anything, they may be swapped back into Doom here. Seb, going to be silenced. Carl not fully committing to this one, though. They haven't seen the Slark just yet. Cuckoo, he's going to try and start backing away. Thompson's looking for some of these heroes. SUMAIL pounces forward. He's going to go for Whitemon here. Starts stealing some of those stacks. Tries to stake on top of him and should be able to get that kill on the right-hand side. Thompson does catch the other support at the same time. That's going to be Zephyr. At the same time, SUMAIL has to be careful here, especially with the Cuckoo. His Spirit is going to get burned out, but he could buy back if he wants to and rejoin this fight.
That's what happens.
Oh, we found it.
Does manage to get the pounds. The team is coming in, but it's too late. Carl's already dead. Double damage of SUMAIL made short work of Carl and OG. They can just keep going. We certainly are going to be looking for somebody here. Yeah, considering how aggressively T1 is positioned, even though they're missing their mid laner, Seb, he sees this. He's spotting some heroes right now. Swap back into the Ice Path. That's a good hold, but he did not manage to get it in. Snare out. The Troll did not get lucky, and Cuckoo will die for what he thought was going to be an Ember Spirit kill. Pounds through the Spirit, doesn't actually latch on top of him. And that is going to be the Spirit being gone as well.
OG's reach potential has doubled. They have the Aghanims on both cores. Seb is able to play trees.
Get more info, and then make a play based off that.
Oh, grabs the double
Yes,
damage and manages to get the pounce, and it's going to force out the swap from Cuckoo and probably get him killed as he's pulled back in by the telekinesis. His Spirit will manage to get out at least. Keeping the vision inside. SUMAIL's double damage is going to wear out. Storm's going to start TPing on to the outpost. Topson is in. Topson's going straight up for those supports. SUMAIL, not sure where he's gunning to, but 23 Savage is a little bit isolated here. Cuckoo's trying to keep pace to make sure he can swap back 23 Savage to get him away from SUMAIL, while Seb is scaring back the rest of these heroes. Topson's going to be able to finish off Zephyr. That's going to be first. 23 Savage looks at Seb. Carl commits with the Aghanim Scepter. They're pulling them both in, but inside of that Monkey King ultimate, they don't feel great. Again, the stolen swaps coming out from Soxa is going to be able to keep his cores feeling good and feeling aggressive. It's telekinesis toss back, chained up together. Toss, duel, going out, No Tail. They turn around quickly, kill him, winner, and Carl gets away before SUMAIL can hunt him down, but SUMAIL doesn't kill. He's going to be able to go for the supports and may still be able to catch Carl. Carl, no mana. SUMAIL bounced on top of him. They catch him. 4 dead on the side of T1.
And they get this team fight where there's like basically 4 fights going on at once. Topson's chasing supports. They could be hiding in.
He also
And the 25 talent, right?
Yeah, he talented totally for Searing Chains as well. So you're just going to see him zipping back and forth, spamming chains.
Here we go.
Cuckoo did still manage to get the swap, but 23 Savage can't hit him right now. SUMAIL His ultimate was used, still has the Depth Shroud. They're going to turn around and start doing some damage with a pull-in onto Carl. They do something to SUMAIL, but he's going to be popping his BKB. 23 Savage responds in kind here. Cuckoo's going to fall. Spirit form now.
Huge root.
They do manage to get the nice lockdown. Macropire going out. The Ice Path could actually lock down, but Thompson Refresher. BKB still potentially up. Chase for Carl doesn't actually quite get him. Meanwhile, 23 Savage is just being kited around and ripped apart by the rest of OG. Now with no carry, T1. They're very likely going to be dying here unless Carl could do something magical by himself, but he just doesn't have it in him. Doesn't have level 25, nor the shard.
Wow.
GG is called. OG will take the second game here against T1.